but that's basically what they did, and they started moving north from Segmentum Pacificus to Segmentum Obscurus, and the same thing, as far as they are aware, the Yorkish in Segmentum Obscurus, both Archdictator of Gatrog and Greatest Fork on Dregruk, are also like combining. It doesn't seem like there's infighting between them or something like that, and they in turn are moving closer to Kenya, I guess, and the Watstaka guys also. From the other segmentos, they basically getting similar news. For example, Archmaniac of Calfrena, Datwak, is kinda moving away from Creek and into Ultima Segmentum. Basically, there is a huge ass fucking migration of orcs going on, and nobody. The general consensus is Imperials don't have fucking idea why. And this kinda, not really scares them, but brings some apprehension. I might also say that a lot of enclaves in Ultima Segmentum, the Quark Urgok, Nazdrek, Archkiller of Chrysios, they are all moving towards Wagazkul, or like the main prophet.
Yeah, they're all kind of bunching up.
Yep.
Actually, in Acadia, unfortunately.
Yeah, basically Wags of Segmentum Pacificus and Obscurus are trying, because it still will take them time, because they are moving a lot of distance, and there's probably
Also possibly Armageddon.
Yeah, those guys, they're like amassing in sectors like near Cadia or Styrian system, and the guys in Segmentov, they probably will be amassing near Armageddon. Obviously the guys that are like further, like the Grand Warlord, which is at the edge of Astronomican, like the near Dragon's Hand, Borg and the Great Taranto Jacket, they might just gather up at the edges. Basically they are bunching up whatever they can.
Well, here's hoping Caiaphas King can stop.
As for other things,
I believe.
Okay, that's a really good role for Imperial Intelligence / Inquisition.
Oh yeah.
Or rather say that this is general intelligence role, to see if they know that this is like combined Inquisition knowledge, Benjamin popping in, and like Eldar friends giving you information, like friends, air quotes. Basically, towards the end of the time skip, there's also like this information, very top secret, like only the highest echelons of Inquisition would know about it. Not Inquisition, like probably only you and Caden would know that. Maybe some few others, but not important. That they observe a significant race in significant, no, but they noted more tomb worlds awakening and becoming active.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Benjamin said that back then that you still have time. But he also didn't hit the fact that basically the 42nd millennium, either if everything goes wrong or if everything goes right, like during the first 50 year stops, the fates will be decided of Imperium of Man. And like the next years, like the first 100 years, is like, yeah, everything bad will start happening. So you need to prepare or something along those lines. Like, because fuck Games Workshop status quo, like, Necrons will awake, all of them, Tyrannids will come, all of them, Orcs are bunching up, the Call of the Gods, all of them. So, yeah, shit will go down. As the Eldar will say, Ranadandra comes. And who knows when the Eldar will commit ritualistic sacrifice to so that the name of Eldar Dev God flew off my head.
Is that
Or do you mean email lock?
No, like in I don't know if it's canon, but basically Eldars want to kill all themselves to fuel up their infinity circuits, so then a new god will be born so he could fuck over.
Well, that was what's his name's plan. Eldred's plan.
Isn't that canonically the end goal of all the Eldar?
No,
they don't know that it will happen.
It's
They're kind of
Eldred's plan specifically. Not everyone agrees on whether or not it'll work.
Oh,
Eldred is the one who's really
okay.
chiefly behind it. And in the most recent, what's it called? Death.
Yes, I know about the most recent book because I read a topic about it that they basically bashed the writing and pointed that this is basically more Eldar book.
No, Eldrad seems to be dead in the recent book.
Okay.
Which who cares?
Ah,
He's lived long enough.
it's actually
And it's called Inead.
Yes,
YNNEAD.
Yep, this. So makes me wonder what all the other Eldar have. What's their end goal for winning the Dance Without End? Actually, that gives me another. Let's see how. Well,
That one though.
apart from the last roll, I can say that majority. Oh, because I'm too lazy fuck and I didn't, like, Benjamin didn't find you any artifact, and now I have explanation why.
What exactly were these rolls?
These were rolls for him, what he was doing and how well he was doing in those fights. He basically spent a lot of time working towards solution to fix the Slanesh problem.
I mean, getting to her is easy.
Getting out is the hard part.
I've tried to figure out a scene where you could
Grandpa
ask
Nurgle
him
welcomes
that in
everyone.
character.
So guys, let's just go to the deepest part of Nurgle's domain, get Isha, and just walk back out. I don't think he'll mind,
I mean, I
right?
don't remember, I already forgot, but I read on Wiki that there was a group of people, but I don't know if this was Guard or Adeptus Astartes, but humans managed to get into Garden of Nurgle and get out one of their guys.
Let's see if they can do it.
I think that was Astartes.
Yeah, probably them.
Hey, if they can do it, so can we.
so Legion of the Damned?
Yeah, let's just go find the Legion of the Damned and get them to go with us.
Let's hope they'll come to us.
I mean,
Let me show up when things get insanely dire. So,
Benjamin would have perfect answer for Isha question, but I cannot think of a way. How would that scene in character work? Like, how would we lead to that question?
What?
Well, it will.
Isn't that what the
going with
Eldar
Isha.
wanted from him anyway?
You will have to figure it out.
Well, there were the dreams that we had. The second one with the spider web that contained a woman possibly representing the webway, and we think she might be representing Isha. Isn't that far a stretch to say? I could have sworn someone said, "Oh, it said Isha." I just wrote that down. Possible connection, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say this canonically happened, but the general gist of it is that we get a quick cut to Farseer Farisa in her lavish bedroom, whatever, and like Benjamin popping in, and she like asking me very politely, yeah, go ahead. You can say that, I imagine.
Oh yeah,
You're-
she's not
you're-
dead.
You're
Oh,
back.
what the?
You're back. Did you manage to do it?
How you doing,
Benjamin-
Cyclops?
Benjamin is like, yeah, got in there. Well, I was his captive too for few years. I mean, it felt like few years, so I knew my way. But yeah, she said no. Like Farisa, like without mask, like she has this like for a moment deadpan look. At. Yeah, she basically mentioned something that she needs to be here because otherwise she will not be able to whisper the cures for Nurgle's diseases to the universe. He shrugs. Makes. I mean, I still need to figure out a way to kill a Chaos God, but I'm making progress. You know, but I guess you guys as a whole has a priority for Slaanesh, I guess. Oh well, I'm gonna return to my research. And then he pops out and Farisa's like,
Slaanesh, get Con's help.
and the typical joke, not today, honey, I have a migraine. But so more or less that's what would Benjamin learn from trying to get after it. Anyways, returning to you. Yeah, and anything else specifically that you wanted to learn to what is going. I mean, it might not be possible, but if you, I mean, just ask, I can try to figure something out.
So, out of
Oh wait,
curiosity,
apart from Benjamin stuff.
did we ever learn how this Roritas responded to a group of theirs going missing, basically?
Poorly, I imagine.
Well, you can imagine they threw their holier-than-you temper tantrum, but mostly because it takes time for information to get out, and considering Benjamin and then you like kind of make sure that information doesn't get out as quickly, so you control the narrative. So they learned, they didn't learn what happened exactly, but they kinda after a year or so, like they finally figured out that, hey, we didn't have contact with that group of soldiers for so long, what the fuck. So yeah, first it took time for them to even start figuring out that, hey, they're missing, then they had like limited information. And then even if they started like figured something out like, okay, maybe they raised their hand against it, then it was too late because then already Johannes already was Lord Inquisitor, Lord Admiral, not Lord Inquisitor.
Damn, he got a promotion faster than I did.
So, I mean, it was like after 3 or 4 years, so
Oh, I was talking about the Lord Inquisitor. I was making a joke.
yes, I know.
Damn, he became a Lord Inquisitor before me?
Yeah,
You bastard.
so even like cardinals know that they don't want to touch that one, they don't want to fuck this up. And obviously, like, because you have that enemy and rival stuff, obviously Ecclesiarchy starts becoming a bitch in terms of, you know, logistics, and like this will be a fluff explanation for your failed mechanics requisition rolls. Like, yeah, like this, this like transport missing, this like being held up, etc. So like obtuse way and non-direct way of like kinda. So yeah, it is obvious they are angry. They are throwing temper tantrum, at least they threw, but directly and openly they cannot do shit to you. But probably once or twice, because I'm guessing Zatis as an Inquisitor also participated in one or two, like, you know, social, air quote, social gatherings. I don't mean per se parties in Inquisition, but, you know, meeting big fish, etc. So
yeah.
on some, basically there was an occasion, and on that occasion, the high-ranking Ecclesiarchy member, you know, on Odd Wars, he was like bluffing all the way and being like, oh, nice and dandy, like polite and whatnot, but he made his displeasure known.
I'm sorry, who made his displeasure known? I was responding.
Some high-ranking Ecclesiarchy member, like very.
Cardinal bitch face.
Yeah, and I also don't. Not Ecclesiarchy. If you made enemies with High Lords of Terra, then yes, they could send assassins on your ass.
The Ecclesiarchy wouldn't have enough of a reason to convince the High Lords of Terra to send out a Vindicare after us. Send a Vindicare to kill this Inquisitor! Why? Because we think he did bad stuff. He's an Inquisitor, of course he did.
Unless you directly pissed off, like, I don't remember, I didn't read exactly who makes the High Lords of Terra, but I'm guessing one of High Lords of Terra is basically the head of Ecclesiarchy as a whole.
Yes.
The Ecclesiarch, right?
The Ecclesiarch. If we'd pissed off enough cardinals that, you know, there's a bunch of people yelling in his ear, then, you know, it might slowly make its way up to the top.
But you will need to fuck up much more than that. It would be more problematic if, like, it will become learned that the Ecclesiarchy battleship is destroyed, but they don't know that because it's fucking lost.
They shouldn't have one anyway.
And I even learned, I looked through Armory, and there is an exotic Rogue Trader item that basically makes that your Gellar field fails.
I think we need to procure this item.
Well, I mean, I was about to say that that's extraordinarily illegal, but fuck it.
Jesus Christ.
You think I care?
Welcome to... It's also a really, really terrible thing to do.
Also don't care. What? They sent a freaking small legion of Sororitas to try to kill us.
This is Warhammer
Or
40k, nobody is good here.
Like, yeah, no, the gloves are off. If you're going to start sending Sororitas and battleships after me, yeah.
You're going to collapse the Gellar field to their ship and sacrifice them all to the demons of the warp.
Well, I mean, isn't that what
They
the Grey
chose
Knights
their side.
Isn't that what the Grey Knights
I was
did
gonna
anyway?
That's exactly what I was about to say, John.
Actually, I got this idea.
It's not heretical if they do it.
I mean,
Well,
let's
it's
just
heretical.
sacrifice a battalion of Sisters of Battle on a planet
But
of
that's
stupid
been
core
if it
knights
means anything,
for
that's
their
been
virgin
found out.
blood.
Yes,
Virgin blood.
that is true. That is true. Let us remember who wrote that, though.
And
Matt
it's been
Ward.
retconned out, so stop whinging.
It still annoys me that the Necrons
does,
and Blood
but-
Angels made the bro pact.
It's fucking Matt
also-
Ward.
That also has been
His fingers should be broken. I just know.
He should be broken.
I don't mean to interrupt, but GM leaving early.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about how much Matt Ward sucks.
I can still go for an hour.
You don't
Yay!
have to stay up if you.
I mean,
you're tired.
you say that, but then the voice was a little shaky.
I can still
Yeah, I know,
stay
right?
for an hour.
I mean,
It's
I was.
fine.
There was a period when I was talking nonstop for like at least 5 to 10 minutes, so I had to like reach towards my tea and drink a little.
I mean, if
You're
you
the one that
really-
needs to that most needs to be kind of up. So if you need to stop, then we need to stop.
We can still go. You will know when I feel really tired.
Okay.
he's gonna start doing that thing John does.
Falling asleep and snoring.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but you did it for like 2 years.
Oh,
so-
I also don't snore.
Either that, or he's just gonna, drop off at a random point, and none of us are gonna be able to wake him up.
Fuck off.
Actually, I never was tired enough to literally fall asleep in front of my PC.
Oh, I had sleep apnea, and I just randomly fell asleep at points during RP, and then they tried to
It
wake
wasn't
me up. It never worked.
randomly. It was because it was like 4 a.m. where you're at, and you've been up since like 9 a.m. the previous day, and you're tired. It's not randomly.
Oh no, I
And
woke
then-
up like 7 p.m. at night.
Literally, at one point, we were yelling, playing loud ass music.
Yeah, we were
Just
just doing
doing
ridiculous
whatever we
shit, trying to
could,
wake him
and-
up.
He would not wake up. Oh, we're just like, what the fuck? This
Yeah.
dude can sleep through a hurricane.
Deep sleep.
I'd probably sleep through like an atomic bomb going off, and then just die of radiation in my sleep.
I need a fucking bed to sleep because unless I'm very, very, very tired and like pulled all nighter or ill, I won't sleep during the day. Like I'm incapable of taking a power nap even. And
Is it just the lights, or is it during the day?
What else
I
is
have a hard
going
time
on
sleeping
here?
in lights, but if it's like
during the day
dark
and
enough.
if light is on, then yeah, also not possible. Anyways.
So,
Other questions?
Question. Well, first off, with the Severin Dominant, are we actually done there? Did we manage to get the nobles on our side and they ousted Severin?
More or less yes, but there will be 2 scenarios that you can either ignore or like I'm not even gonna imply like this is a potential not plot hook but like a mission either side or main stuff.
Okay, so we're still so we're at the very end of the Dominant stuff
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Basically I mean go ahead with the other question because then I can present a scene which if you decided to go for it then that would be the next session that I would have to.
Alright, so
we can't leave that half done.
on the plot hooks, has there been any word about Inquisitor Sitao?
Oh.
Or is that the beginning of another mission too?
Not exactly. This is one of the things. Not really. There are various conflicting reports, and Benjamin wasn't able to like keep track of him because he was very focused on. And even if he came down to that, he would realize that somehow like he cannot get a clear picture. Basically, there are various reports like somebody saw him in the Obscurus, either in Ultima, like all around the fucking. What is confirmed and is still true, like the reminder that he definitely has Burning Princess in his heretical cadre as a mercenary of sorts. He also managed to get to work with also Ascension level enemy, Grand Heretic, forgot his fucking name, but he's described in Ascension.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so
Shit.
this and
Burning Princess, the Arch Heretic. Oh, joy. What was his name again?
you'll probably know.
Magos the Thing.
Yeah, this guy. You'll probably know towards the end, like last weeks of the time skip, that the one of the other Inquisition cadres is. They might have some leads, but you don't know the specifics. That they are just going after them, and
Let's
They
get
are-
into contact with them.
they should be done with this. And they are like, nah, because it will turn out that this cadre that's going after the heretics, they think they have the lead, is led by youngish, for Warhammer 40k Inquisition guy that is kinda. So he will not.
He needs help.
He will kinda not allow you to interfere. That this is his job. That he has it is perfectly under control. And because he also has patronage of other Lord Inquisitor, then yeah. Even if you push the matter, Caden will be like, leave it be.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
But my Lord Caden, with all due respect, he's not ready for this assignment.
At least not solo. We're radical. We get up to our own shenanigans, but our shenanigans are cheap. These are cruel and tragic. Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
And he will. It will more or less be something. If he succeeds and wins, that's for him. If he fails and dies, he will make an example to other upstarts like him to sometimes suck up their pride and whatnot. He doesn't say that exactly word by word, but I just don't want to figure out specific dialogue for him in this case. Basically, whatever if this guy wins or dies, Caden thinks he's getting something out of it.
Very well. That's probably about how that conversation would go. I don't like it. Too bad.
Hang on.
All right.
Yes. Actually, probably also towards the. Go ahead. Because when I'm saying willpower roll from Meg, I'm imagining he's also in the scene and either wanting to tell something or holding himself back.
I'm still gonna say it anyway, because questioning. What exactly do you gain from their demise?
Oh my. That was a little bit bold to say before the Grand Master Inquisitor, don't you think, Mayak?
He pins you with the gaze and says, often Inquisitors forget, young and newest especially, that bearing the rosette doesn't grant them invulnerability and almighty. If he fails to remember that and fails to complete his assignment and dies, then he will be an example to others, who hopefully will not repeat his mistakes. So that's how I and Inquisition gain. And this is all I'm saying on that matter. And telepathically, to Xantis, kinda half-jokingly says, you have, I'm seeing a trend in your having at least one cadre member that has authority challenging issue problem.
What? No way!
Well, there was Moriana.
I mean, that was just a regular question. Surely, whatever.
Yeah, you can. I mean, maybe I'm strawmanning this part, but my canon, as I imagined, not imagined, but canonically, it usually stated that you kinda obey orders and your superiors without question. That's how it usually works.
Yes, but still, it's good to know things.
And he kinda actually know it because I kinda mentioned what he gets before you ask the question. So yeah. Anything else?
Well, let's see. Any more dreams concerning the maidens?
It might be. You can give me actually those will be -10 willpower rolls. And you can give me 2.
Okay. 10 willpower, but +10 from unnatural willpower equals... No, +20 from unnatural willpower. 10 total. Good grief.
Close.
And much better.